Hey family, Pastor Willingham here. Again, I thank you for listening. I encourage you to subscribe. I encourage you to share this information with someone whose life you can help change. I want to say here that God knows your weaknesses. God knows your weaknesses. Many times we go into something and the reason why we don't feel we're able to perform it or be successful at it is because number one, we know where we're weak. And we tend to look at things through the lens of our weaknesses, and thereby we undermine our ability to do something when we look at a thing through our weaknesses. God has called us to do something, and we're saying, oh my goodness, I know where I'm weak, and therefore, because I know my weaknesses, I don't feel like I'm able to successfully do this. But we have to understand that God knows our weaknesses because it's God who created us. And many times God chose you not because of your strengths, but God actually chose you because he knew you were weak in an area, and he's going to use you anyway, and he's going to allow you to be successful anyway through your weaknesses. And we don't see it that way because Moses says here unto the Lord, oh my Lord, I am not eloquent. And so God, you're putting me in this position of leadership and I don't speak well. Neither heretofore nor since hast thou spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and slow of tongue. And so Moses again here is highlighting for God his weaknesses, but God already knows his weaknesses because in verse 11 here, and the Lord said unto him, who has made man's mouth? And so Moses, in other words, I know your weaknesses. Or who has maketh the dumb or the deaf or the seeing or the blind? Have I not the Lord? Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and I will teach thee what thou shouldst say. And so God, again, chooses us many times because of our weaknesses. He's aware of it. And he's saying, if you lean not on your talents, and you lean not on how good you are or how gifted you are at something, I know where you're weak. And if you lean on me, I'll be with your mouth. I'll be with you. I'll give you the strength that you need. I'll give you the ability you need to succeed because I already know where you're weak. In fact, again, I chose you to do the thing knowing where you were weak, because this is part of why God is God, and that God makes the point sometime that he can choose somebody who is not particularly great at speech or great at any given thing, that, God can make you do, he can make you succeed even where the talent or the gifting may not be there, or he sees a deficit in you. God can still use you. He knows your weaknesses. And so God bless you today. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. God bless.